This is a weekly reading for Capricorn. So first of all, a good shuffle. If you watch till the end and like and share and leave a comment, then I will reply with a free spirit message within 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon for instant notifications. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table and just focus around your energy and see what's happening right now and what's going to show up for you in the coming days and weeks. Okay. Something here around a twin flame connection. Okay, I have two twin flame cards. This is one of them, the Two of Wands, and the other one is the Four of Swords. So whenever they show up, the universe knows that I know it. It has something to do with a twin flame connection. The other half of your soul. You know, scientists have done an experiment like with a particle, you cut it in half. One side of the universe, the other side of the universe. You pull on one, it has the opposite effect on the other. Instantly. Yeah, their soul is inside you and your soul is inside them, or half your soul is inside them and half their soul is inside you. It's hard to comprehend, but spiritually you're together. However, what I sense here is there is distance in the sense of not being together in a physical, emotional, or around communication. Something doesn't sit right there at the moment. Yeah, the crossing card is very much confirmation. There's a lot of stuff going on around this connection. Okay, you can't be together at the moment. And this could be down to a number of reasons. It could well be around a third party, one or both of you are with somebody. I sense there is some distance between the two of you. I mean, this could be around like communication, coldness. But there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, and you can't see a way forward. It's quite frustrating at times because you really want to be with them in a physical sense. But you feel bogged down, and there's a lot going on. It's like you can't see the wood for the trees, okay? But what I sense is going to go on here is that you're going to step back from the situation, okay? You'll be able to see things more clearly. You'll see the bigger picture. You're going to gain more clarity around the situation, and you'll come to realize that working on yourself, you're also working on your twin flame as well. And as you work through all your worries, your fears, your doubts, your mind will settle. And as your mind settles, your emotions will settle automatically. And then you'll have this direct link to your soul. And that's where you'll find your twin flame. And once that happens, then you can come back together in a physical sense. Because as you work on yourself, they'll work on themselves. They'll work on their problems, their blockages. You work on your blockages. And then you come back as one. So your life has been on hold because of this. You know, so in a sense, you're ready. This is what I feel. It's like you're waiting for them. Okay, and you've been waiting for quite a long time. But again, the energy here is of that being the wrong approach. In fact, doing the opposite actually speeds things up, because as you focus on yourself and go out more, or taking up more interest, or even dating other people, you start to change the energies. You start to free up this energy. It's a bit like you've got a pipe and it's all blocked up, but as you work in yourself, you start to clear the blocks and things can flow. It's like in letting go, you allow what's yours to come in. You allow your twin flame to come closer. So it's actually the opposite to what you actually think, because you can't lose them, because they're your twin flame. You're each other's soul. You share the same soul. So how could you? So Something here about some upsets. You're really going to be facing up to your fears here, your worries, and you're going to feel quite emotional. But it's a bit like the darkest hours just before the dawn. So things may seem more challenging for quite a while, but it's actually a positive sign. It kind of talks about changes taking place. You know, it's like one step back to lead two steps forward, or like being on a plane and going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way. I do sense this big sort out coming up for you. Okay, I see a lot of suitcases around you. So it could be around a movement or holiday coming up for you. Also see this vision, it's symbolic of you walking around town with these bags of rubbish. It's like you clear that rubbish, okay? You lighten the load, you go towards what you want much faster, and also you can put new and wonderful stuff into those bags. But also as you work on yourself, as you clear your blocks, you'll be clearing the blocks in your twin flame as well. I mean, they may have some negative influences around them, but positivity always outweighs the negativity. So it's not like you picking up on their negativity, it's more about you being more positive about yourself, and they'll pick up on your positivity, and the light will clear the darkness. It's been challenging. You know, you've lost many battles here. Okay, but ultimately it shows you're going to win the war because there's two swords on the ground. You're holding three swords. But there's some people walking away here, so-called friends. People who are showing up for their true nature. Okay, better rid, I get better rid here. So again, it's confirmation. This is the subconscious card. Clearing, just clearing within yourself, and then allowing things to open up on the outside, because everything starts off from within yourself first. The advice here is to focus on what makes you feel good. That is the only way, because if you start focusing on what makes you feel bad, or you start focusing on things like, oh, well, they're not coming back, or, you know, I haven't seen them for a long time, this is it, this is over. It becomes like a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy, and you just create more and more blocks. And even though they will come back, you're kind of sort of pushing it further down the road. Okay, so the more positive you can be about yourself and your life, then the better. I mean, we can't be positive all the time, but it's trying to put a positive slant on things. You know, there's always a positive to anything. You know, if you've been through so much, I'm really hurt in the past. I mean, the positive side would be to help people in a similar situation. So despite what's happened here, so there is always a way. So you do feel a bit trapped at the moment, but looking at the card, you know, these swords in the ground appear like the bars to a prison. The rope is very loose. You know, you're tied up, you're blindfolded. That rope is very loose. The rope can just drop off. You can take the blindfold off, turn around and see there's actually a gap between two of the swords. There's a way forward. It's saying it's very much in your hands. Have you experienced a flat tire recently? It's nothing to worry about. It's just like a sign from the universe just to slow down. It's like you've been getting nowhere fast. It's a bit like you're on a train, you're trying to make out the signs but outside, but you can't make them out because the train's whizzing by. But the feeling here is that once the train slows down, you can make out the sign. So once you slow down, once you step back, which is shown here, then you see the bigger picture. You see exactly what needs to be done. Emotional fulfillment, it's on the way. This is the outcome card. I must give this to you. It's a pregnancy card, if not with yourself, then someone around you. Someone is pregnant, so it could be a close friend or relative. And if you haven't heard any news, then you're going to hear some news in the coming days. So don't forget to like, to share, leave a comment, and I will reply with a free spirit message within 24 hours. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, and to buy me a coffee.